students. Today we are studying field of line charge. Okay. If the charge distribution is such that the charges are aligned continuously along a line, then it is referred as line charge. Okay. If let us take one example, a wire is there whose cross section is very less and the charges are distributed uniformly along the line, then this type of distribution we call by the name as line charge distribution. So now we will study what is the electric field density due to this line charge. Okay. For a line charge density, we are taking a parameter called line charge density here, and it is defined as charge per unit length. Total charge per unit length indicated by a symbol called rho L. Rho L is the symbol to indicate the uniform charge density. Okay. So if delta Q be a small charge over the length delta L, consider a small distance delta L, and the charge present in that delta L, let us call by a value delta Q, then the ratio of charge to length delta Q by delta L, where delta value tend to 0, is called rho L, that is charge density. As the delta value is very less, that is delta L is very less, or it is tending to 0, we can represent it by a term called dq by dl, differential charge by differential length. If the limits where delta L tend to 0, it become a point where the charge present is dq. So if the length is very small, it become a point, and the charge at that point, let it be dq. Then by rearranging this term, dq can be written as dq is equal to rho L into dl. Okay. So now we will go for electric field intensity at the point P due to the entire line charge, and it is given by the formula E is equal to integration of dq by 4 pi epsilon naught r square into AR. So because so many in last class also we have studied, so we have used integration for a complete volume. If we are taking many point sources are there, the electric field density due to n number of point sources means we will add the electric field density due to each individual charge and we sum them. So here integration is also similar to summation, but here it is used for continuous values. Okay. The electric field intensity at a point due to the entire line charge can be written like this: E is equal to integration of dq by 4 pi epsilon naught r square into AR. Okay, here 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is constant, that comes out of the integration symbol. So the remaining terms in the integration symbol is dq divided by r square into AR. Substituting the equation 1 value, that is dq is equal to rho L by dl, in the equation 2, we will get 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught integration of rho L into dl divided by r square into AR. So now rearranging once again, rho L can be taken outside because it is also a constant. Rho L divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into integration of dl divided by r square into AR. If the length of the line charge is far greater than the r, then the line charge is referred as infinite line charge. If the value of this line charge, what we obtained, rho L, if the length of the wire is very large compared to the distance between the point to the line, okay, the distance between the point to the line, see here from point to the line, the distance is r. If the value of r is very small, or if the length is if it is more or greater than the value of r, then this one we call by the name as infinite line charge. Now we will see electric field due to the infinite line charge. So there is a question: derive an expression for electric field intensity due to infinite line charge. Okay. So now we will go for solution. So we will use the previous equation. So consider an infinity long straight line carrying charge having a density rho L coulomb per meter. This line lies along z-axis from minus infinity to plus infinity. So we are taking a wire, and we are considering that wire is having an infinite length, and you know that 3 axis x, y, z is there. Any one axis we are taken for reference. Here we are taken z-axis as the reference, and we have kept our wire on z-axis. Okay. And we are measuring the point in y axis. We can take x also. So we are measuring in some other axis. In y axis we are measuring our electric field density, and we have kept our this one in y on the z axis. Okay. So let point P is on y axis at which the electric field intensity is to be determined. The distance of the point P from the origin is r as shown in the figure. So the perpendicular distance from the point to the wire, okay, the perpendicular distance from the point to the wire, let it be a small r. Okay, here capital. Okay, consider a small differential length dl carrying a charge dq along the line as shown in the figure. Okay, here we are choosing one small differential length, one part of the wire we are taken, and that part of the wire, let us call that part of the wire as dl, small length dl, and the charge present in that part of the wire as dq. Okay, and the distance between that charge, that is dq, to our point is given by a letter called r. Here r indicates the distance vector from the point where we are measuring to the point where our charge is present, differential charge is present. Now consider a small differential length dl carrying a charge dq along the line as shown in the figure. It is along the z axis, hence dl is equal to dz. So because our wire is along z axis, a small length dl is nothing but small length in z direction, that is dz. So dl can be replaced by dz. So dq is equal to rho l into dl, dl into rho l into dz. The coordinates of dq are, what are the coordinates of the dq? So it is on the y, on z axis. So the x coordinate of this point is 0, y coordinate is also 0, but it is having some z coordinate from the origin, some distance in z direction this point is having. So the coordinate of this point is 0, 0, z. The coordinate for this one is 0, 0, z. While the coordinate of point P r, so where our point P is present, it is present in y axis. The x component of this point is 0. The z component of this point is 0. And the y component of this part is from origin to that point, the distance is r. So for that reason, here the coordinates of point P are 0, r, 0. Hence the distance vector r can be written as r dl is equal to 0 ax plus 0 ay plus z az, and rp can be written as 0 ax plus r ay plus 0 az. These are the point vectors of your dl and p, and using this point vector, the distance vector capital R can be written as rp minus rl, r into dl. So rp value we know, that is this ray, and the r of dl, that is point vector of dl, is z into az. So ray minus z into az. So this is the distance vector, and the magnitude of distance vector can be written as square root of r square plus z square. So yeah, next the unit vector along this one, that is ar, a unit vector in the direction of r can be written as r divided by magnitude of r. So r value, that is ray minus z into az divided by magnitude of r, that is r square plus z square. Now we will go for our formula for electric field intensity for a point charge. So the electric field intensity dE for a point charge dq is given by dq divided by 4 pi epsilon naught r square into ar. Okay. So we know the value for dq. dq is given by rho l into dz, and 4 pi epsilon naught r square is constant. R can be represented by this value. Here in denominator generally we will take the magnitude. So square root of r square plus z square whole square. And this AR can be written by this value. So AR is represented by R into AY minus Z into AZ divided by square root of R square plus Z square. So this is the value of DE. Okay, now let us rearrange them. For every charge on positive Z axis, there is an equal charge present in negative Z axis. Hence, the Z component of electric field intensity produced by such charge at point P will cancel each other. Hence, the effectivity, there will not be any Z component of E and P. Here you may observe there are two components. one component is Y component and another component is Z component. So as per the author, they told that the Z component is will become 0 because in some point in some component in positive Z direction, there is another point in negative Z direction. So the point in positive Z direction will cancel with the point in the negative Z direction. So for that reason, so this Z component get cancel each other. Okay. So here we can neglect this Z component, that is Z into AZ can be neglected, and only we can take R into AY divided by square root of R square plus Z square. Okay. So dq is equal to rho L into dz 4 pi epsilon naught into square root of R square plus Z square R into AY divided by square root of R square plus Z square. Now I want electric field E. So in order to get electric field, I have to integrate this dE, complete electric field. I have to integrate this dE, and because the length is minus infinity to plus infinity, so I have to write minus infinity to plus infinity rho L divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into R square plus Z square to the power of 3 by 2. So here 1 by square and square root cancel, and here there is a square root, so the power will become 1 plus 1 by 2, it is 3 by 2. Okay. Now we have to integrate this. In order to integrate this one, we know in mathematics we are taking some substitutions. So let us substitute z is equal to r tan theta and dz is equal to r secant square theta. Here dz is not visible, so differentiation of z is dz, and when we differentiate this one, it becomes r into secant. Differentiation of tan theta is secant square theta. Because here theta is there, we have to write another term as d theta. So dz is equal to r secant square theta d theta, and this r is equal to, r is nothing but z divided by tan theta. We will substitute these values in the given equation. Here r square tan square theta we are substituting, and this dz is replaced by r into secant square theta d theta, r into secant square theta d theta. And then this limit minus infinity to, whenever we go for substitution, we have to change the limit also. So here we are changing the limit. Z is equal to minus infinity is there. We will substitute this one in this equation, because in terms of theta, this is in terms of z. Z is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity, here it is. So we have to replace it in terms of theta. So theta is given by z by r into tan inverse. So theta is equal to tan inverse of z by r. Theta is equal to tan inverse of z by r. So if I put infinity in the given equation, it becomes tan inverse of minus infinity is minus pi by 2. It is minus tan inverse of infinity, which is nothing but pi by 2. So minus pi by 2 or minus 90 degree. So if I put z is equal to plus infinity, then it becomes theta is equal to plus 90 degree. Now we substitute all these things and calculate. In order to calculate, here we can take r square as common. If I take r square as common, it will become 1 plus tan square theta. 1 plus tan square theta is nothing but secant square theta. Okay. So 1 plus tan square theta, it will become 3 by 2, and here we are having secant square. Here r is there, we can take it as r square secant square theta. This 1 plus tan square theta can be written as secant square theta. This 3 by 2 power will cancel with this 2. Okay, this 2 and 2 will cancel, and this r to the power of 2 into 3 by 2 will become r cube, and secant square theta to the power of 3 by 2 will become secant cube theta. And after doing some mathematics, we will have 1 by r secant theta. So 1 by secant theta is nothing but cos theta, and this r is also a constant because d theta is only the variable here. R I can take outside, and it will become cos theta integration of cos theta into, and you know that integration of cos theta is sin theta, and the limit is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. If we substitute the limit, it will become equal to 2. So sin of pi by 2 is 1, sin of minus pi by 2 is minus sin theta, and so minus of minus 1 will become plus 1. So 1 plus 1 is nothing but 2. So after here 4 is there in the denominator, after rearranging, we get E is equal to rho L divided by 2 pi epsilon naught into R. So this is the formula for electric field intensity of an infinite line charge. rho L divided by 2 pi epsilon naught into R A y. Okay. Here this R is the distance between origin to P. It is a perpendicular distance between the point to the line. Okay. And this can be rearranged as here AY is there. Anyhow, this our see here this AR AY is going in the direction of R. Okay. So for that reason we can, instead of AY we will write it as AR. So in the direction of that small r, in the direction of perpendicular, in the perpendicular distance direction, our AY is there. So rho L divided by 2 pi epsilon r into AR. So electric field at any point has no component in the direction parallel to the line along which the charge is located, and the charge is infinity. So the value of the charge due to the infinite line charge is equal to infinity, and the electric field is given by the above formula. Okay, thank you.